Welcome to what could be a final goodbye. Rumor has had it for a while that Tudor is planning to pull the plug on the North Flag. Now, I've actually checked this with Rolex, which is, as you might know, the mother company of Tudor, and they sent me an answer saying, for now, it's still in the catalog. That doesn't sound very reassuring to me. So just in case they really are planning to pull the plug on this one, this is my tribute to what I think is one of the most underrated watches in the world, the Tudor North Flag. It has a 40mm, 100m water resistant monobloc steel case and a COSC certified in-house movement. And this quality is pretty impressive at this price point, which is 3,500 euros. Yet it has never really gotten the credit it deserves. Maybe it was just born under the wrong skies. So let me draw you a time frame which created this beautiful watch. Until about 2010, Tudor was the poor man's Rolex. They mainly used ETA movements and the designs were very functional, but they were hardly regarded luxury watches. But then came years of revival with introductions like the Black Bay and the Pelagos. Tudor found its new cool, and that cool had a name, Davide Serrato. Now the big watch bobo at Montblanc, he made watchmaking fame between 2006 and 2015 at Tudor Watches. And during that time I visited them in their Geneva offices, and it really felt like they were like the rebels of the Rolex group. Tudor introduced the North Flag in 2015, and you can actually see Serrato's signatures in it. It's clear architectural shapes with retro 70s design cues taken from the Tudor Ranger 2. But there's more. With the North Flag, he created a completely new watch with a completely new theme. A theme that would later also occur in his Montblanc collections: outdoor exploration. So it was a new vision for Tudor, acutely modern and technical. Now, creating a design language independent of the big Rolex brother, that's a bold move. Combine this with Serrato's incredible Italian sense of style. That led to an avant-garde creation full of paradoxes. And maybe that's why this watch was never really understood. It just doesn't stick to the rules. It's the most not shiny luxury watch in the world. It's both retro and modern. It's very serious with hints of a toy watch. And it's minimalist but expressive. And that really does the trick for me. In first instance, it looks a bit simple, but if you look closer, you can actually see that Tudor didn't take any shortcuts at all in the design. It has applied numerals, a ceramic inlay in the bezel, and I'm madly in love with those clear shapes. But to me, the entire design comes together in that beautiful power reserve. It is minimalist, but with a touch of Italian flair, a bit like 70s Bertone concept car design. It also has a glass caseback. Now, some people think this is ridiculous on a tool watch, but I absolutely love it because it reveals one of the best hidden secrets of the watch industry, the calibre MT5621. Now, that might not be the best looking movement in the world because it's simple and has a sober sandblasted finishing, but I think that fits the functional design of this watch very well. And most importantly, it shows great figures. It's even chronometer certified, and it has a 70-hour power reserve. Now, obviously Rolex doesn't reveal how much they've been overlooking the entire development and production process of this caliber, but if you look carefully at the details, you might actually get some hints. For example, it has the same power reserve as the modern 32 calibers by Rolex. It also has the same cock bridge, and it uses Rolex's Microstella balance wheel and silicon hairspring technologies. Although it must be immediately noted that this movement is not made at the Rolex premises in Bienne. It is all done by Manufacture Tudor. Now, with all these upsides, why would anyone ever want to discontinue this model? Well, this is a bit of educated guessing from me because I do have my information here and there, but for the complete picture, it's just not clear yet. But we haven't seen any new varieties of this model in the last 5 years since its introduction. And that really suggests it's not, the best-selling model in the collection. It also has a different design language than the more retro designed pieces you can actually see in the collection, like the Pelagos or the Black Bay or the Monte Carlo. I think it's a bit of a difficult watch to market properly because it has so many different personalities. And as with every difficult personality, the real question is, of course, is this watch cock or is it cool? Wow, that's a happy funeral! And it's kind of cool actually. And I think that's a good choice because maybe this watch was a little bit too cool for school. And I feel a bit sad to see it go. When everyone talks about Tudor nowadays, it's all about the Black Bay. And of course, it is a very good looking watch for a very good price. But it's also retro. It's not very creative. And this watch actually is. This North Flag is different. It has character. It doesn't look like anything else. It's always been the underdog, the less understood. The kid in school who wasn't as loved because his jokes were just a little bit too complicated. And I think no one really appreciated the North Flag for what it was. An avant-garde creation that needed attention to be properly understood. It really was a lone explorer into the unknown. And someday Tudor will look back at this watch and will recognize the future in it. It will gain in value because it dared to look forward. So, if you dare to be different, if you dare to be that game changer, then I would suggest go for the North Flag. Period. Many thanks to the Dutch jeweler Schaapcitroen for lending me this watch. Also, please like and subscribe because I need those subscribers, and absolutely do let me know your comments on this video. Thank you and see you next time.